Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, DP.
Happy Wednesday.
Today we'll be talking about the upcoming Student Council and Student Advisory meeting,
The third place Junior Olympic fencing winner, and the Santa Barbara International Film Festival's Writers Panel.
So let's get started.
I'm Jade.
I'm Johnny.
This is DP News.
And it
Starts now. The DP Student Council will be holding an open forum meeting. All students are welcome to come to P2 at lunch if they would like to share student body related concerns and learn more about student government at DP. Scan the QR code on screen now to fill out a form if you'd like to reserve a meeting time to present an issue or concern.
The Superintendent's Student Advisor Council is meeting today from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at the district office. Scan the QR code on screen now to RSVP. Free pizza is provided and anyone is welcome to come and discuss their ideas and concerns with district leaders. Now here's Stephen in our sports recap. Take it away, Stephen.
Thanks, Johnny. Yesterday, softball was set to play against Simi Valley, but due to the rain, the game has been postponed to this Friday. Yesterday, boys indoor volleyball showed up and showed out in their very first game of the season. They played away against the Calabasas Coyotes. Jan Schmidtchen put on a show, racking up 8 kills, 3 blocks, 3 aces, and 1 dig. Nick Schultz also had a night, contributing 9 kills, 4 blocks, and 2 aces. Both players helped the team beat the Coyotes 3-1. Unfortunately, there are no sports playing today. But before I go, here's DP News reporter Diego with volleyball standout Jan Schmidtchen.
I'm Diego Marin, and I'm here with Jan Schmidtchen. So, how did you prepare for your first game of the season?
I think we had a lot of hours in the gym before this season with our team, a lot at 6 in the morning, which I think helped us a lot, being able to play with our team again, especially with a lot of our players coming back from club season. So it was nice to get back with the school club or school team again.
What factors do you think contributed to your success?
I think that staying motivated and keeping a lot of energy during the game helped a lot. Even when I got blocked, I celebrated harder than the other team did. So I think that helps a lot to keep our energy high and keep the motivation high for our team to do well.
Yeah, for sure. And what are your goals for the season?
I think that keeping the energy high and staying motivated during the games will help us a lot, and feeling confident in ourselves even when we're playing a bigger opponent like Santa Barbara or San Marcos, staying confident because we know that we all know on our team that we're able to beat them, so we just need to do it.
All right. Thank you. And back to the studio.
Congrats, boys. DP student Arthur Bonifield traveled across the country to Charlotte, North Carolina to compete in the 2024 USA Fencing Junior Olympics. He put on a great performance and placed third against 295 qualifiers from across the U.S. To get here, back in October, he placed top 16 for the North American Cup and hopes to continue his success when he travels to Salt Lake City in April to compete in both junior and senior events. Congrats and good luck, Arthur.
Today in the library at 6:30 p.m., PTSA will be hosting me to discuss 2 popular topics among families: substance abuse and school safety. DP Community Resource Officer Senior Deputy Hedricks will be a guest speaker and will talk about school safety measures and more of a Q&A session to follow.
UCSB economics professor Javier Berchenal will be coming to the investment club in H26 to finish his presentation from last week. Tune in tomorrow if you're interested.
Well, that's all for today, DP.
Make sure to follow our Instagram at DPNews805 and watch a new episode of The Flash.
And before you go, our very own DP Media students, James Weirda, Chloe Miner, and Miles Shaddix attended the Santa Barbara International Film Festival for the Writers Panel. Stick around for the recap. I wouldn't want to miss it.
And
thanks for watching.
What's going on, DP? My name is Miles Shaddix, and I'm here with
Chloe Miner,
James Weirda.
and we're here at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival for this year's Writers Panel. Let's get right into it. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, good, Tony.
So my name is Miles. I'm part of a local high school called Dos Pueblos, and we have our own broadcast center called DPNews. So that's why
What
we're
high school is this with its own station?
a very great one.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So could you tell us a little about your film?
Yeah, it's called Poor Things, and it's the story. It's sort of a Frankenstein movie in a way. It's a comedy, and a young woman gets a baby's brain put in her head and goes on a journey, a coming-of-age story, really.
It has such a unique style to it. How did that come about, and how does it compare to your previous films that you worked on?
Each film's unique. I guess the favorite was very much a period film that was a sort of genre twist. This was like a sort of, it was a lot of things. It was satire, it was a comedy, it was coming of age, it was a bit sci-fi with the Frankenstein thing. So it was just like, I just created a sort of sensibility around what that would feel like, really.
Yeah. And with having a leading role like Emma Stone,
Yeah.
when you were writing it, did you envision any certain actor to play that role or actress?
Not when I wrote the first draft. By the time I think I was on the second draft, I knew Emma was going to do it. And obviously I know her quite well because of The Favourite and Cruella. But I mostly write not imagining actors do it, but I knew Emma was doing it and she was a producer, so I was just happy about that. Who's not happy with Emma Stone doing a movie?
Right, yeah. If you could give a message to any students who are trying to enter the film industry, what would you recommend?
I think I'd recommend just make sure you enjoy the craft of what you're going to try and do, because the business of it is very hard at times. It's very fun, obviously, but it's also like if you enjoy your craft and then you enjoy writing or you enjoy working camera or whatever, as long as you always enjoy that experience, then you can handle all the vagaries of it, I guess.
Yeah. And lastly, when creating the script, were there any challenges that you ran into with possibly the plot or the character development or whatnot? I'm sure there was
All
many
of that,
branches.
Everything you just said. Yeah, the whole thing is a challenge. You've got to work out the characters and how they make the structure, and then how that all intersects, and then you've got to work out what it sounds like and what the dialogue's going to be, the construction of the dialogue, and how that's going to work. And so there's a bunch of things you're always like. That's why it's fun. It's a big challenge.
All right.
Cool. Thanks, man.
It's great success. Thank you so much for your time.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
The media broadcast.
Good, great.
Hi, my name is Miles. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
So I'm a part of a news broadcast at our school called DPNews. Obviously, your film Past Lives was, an amazing success. Would you be able to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, it is a story that spans many decades and many continents, and it's about these two friends reconnecting over vast amounts of time and space.
And it's a very deeply woven story with meaningful connections. What was the inspiration behind this film?
Well, it really was about this one moment in my own life where I found myself sitting in this bar in East Village between my childhood sweetheart, who had come to visit me from Korea, who only speaks Korean, and my husband that I live with in New York City, who only speaks English. And I was translating between these two people because I speak both languages. And I realized that in the middle of translating that I actually also feel like I'm translating between parts of my own history and parts of my own self. And I think this moment left such an impact on me that I felt like I had to write it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. When bringing this film to life and creating the script for it, were there any challenges that you faced?
Well, I think that every day it is just like a work towards sort of like making the script the best version of it can. So in that way it is, of course. But I think the main part of it is that the thing that you want at the end of it is for you to know that this is telling an amazing story. And then, of course, once you have written a script that people are also moved by, then they're going to feel moved to make the movie. Yeah. So I think some of that is what's difficult, but it's also what's really fun.
Yeah, that's great. If you could give a message to any students who are trying to enter the film industry, what might it be?
I think that the main thing is to be open and be available for feedback and always be listening to every single thing that comes your way. But at the end of the day, the thing that matters is what you know about the story, and also to always trust yourself when it comes to what you know, because you're the author. So it's really a balance of being open and available, but also knowing that, but at the end of the day, I know best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hi. Do you have time for a couple questions?
Yeah.
Hi. So my name is Miles. I'm a part of a local high school news broadcast called DPNews. Would you be able to tell us a little bit about your film?
Well, it's Anatomy of a Fall, and it's a courtroom drama, and it's also a family drama, and it's a long film which layers a lot of different issues.
I personally would just like to say I absolutely loved your film. I thought it was amazing. But the way that it's told just opens so many doors and possibilities for especially the ending. But there's so much detail to the characters and their development. Are you able to tell us a little bit about how that process went about?
It was long. We had a long time ahead of us, so we took that time, and because we worked together with Justine and we lived together, it was possible to take that much time to work, and so it was an intensive process of writing, but we progressively understood where the film was taking us, so we let it roll, but it was hard work. Yeah.
Do you think that the film might have brought as much success if the gender roles might have been switched with the husband and the wife? Because I thought that it was amazing how it was portrayed.
I cannot imagine the film otherwise. So the whole point of the film was with this central character. He's a woman, and in a way the defeated character was the husband, and so yeah, it would make no sense to reverse and to. So no, the film could not exist in another way.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the script was written during COVID, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and your partner were hand in hand inside of the same household, and it almost
with our kids.
it almost resembles a lot of the characteristics of the film.
There was the confinement and the idea of being. Yeah, because also in the film, the courtroom is also a confinement, so it's all between four walls, and yeah, it has some parallels with what we experience, but I mean, it's a fiction. We picked some topics that are close to us, but also close to a lot of people, and we made it into a pure fiction.
If you could give any sort of message to students trying to enter the industry, what would it be?
I would say first, not try to enter the industry, not try to see it as an industry. Try to see it as a form of expression, a form of art that you have to do with the good people around you. With no, it has to stay a game. Like it has to stay an amateur game, and I don't consider myself as a professional. But this is also because I don't come from the United States. I mean, the way we work in France is really different than Hollywood, I guess. But still, I think the idea of being an amateur is I think very precious, because you do it. Amateur comes from the word amour, love. So it's doing something out of love. That's good.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight. Once again, I'm Miles.
I'm James.
I'm Chloe.
Here at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, and this has been DP News.